Are you looking for the best keyboards? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best keyboards on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Logitech Pro X TKL. Logitech makes some of my favorite keyboards, and the G Pro X TKL, or tankless, meaning it lacks a numpad, is among the best gaming keyboards. It has vibrant RGB LED backlit keys, and a choice of clicky, tactile, or linear switches, and it uses Logitech's Lightspeed wireless adapter for competitive gaming level response time. I love that the adapter lets you pair multiple devices with a single, low-profile USB dongle, so you don't need to use all your ports for your various accessories. The build quality of this keyboard is slick and stylish. It's minimal and doesn't take up much space on your desk, and it has a subtle metallic rim around the edge that gives it a little flair that most plain keyboards lack. The volume wheel in the upper right is smooth and easy to reach, and along the top are handy media controls so you can pause your music when you finally get into a game after a long queue. For my tastes, the more clicky-clacky a keyboard, the better, and the black clicky switches have served me well. Each key press feels like I'm sending tiny thunder down to my game. However, if you prefer something softer, you can choose another switch type. The only thing I dislike is the lack of a numpad. Yes, I'm one of those weirdos who prefers having a numpad. But for most people, this is the keyboard to beat. At number 2. Logitech MX Keys S. For all the fancy mechanical keyboards I've tested, the Logitech MX Keys S is still my daily driver. It can pair with 3 devices, making it easy to swap between computers. Its low-profile chiclet-style keys are comfortable, and it uses proximity sensors to activate the key backlight when your hands get near, so it's easier to see in the dark without wasting battery when you're not using it. It supports both Mac and Windows layouts, and the keys are tastefully labeled in a way that it's clear no matter which one you're using at the time. Battery life is also fantastic, lasting well over a week with normal use, though it gets quite a bit longer if you disable the backlight. At number 3. Keychron Q1 HE. Hall effect switches, so named due to some really fascinating science we explain below, are the hot new tech making their way through keyboards this year. And the Keychron Q1 HE is one of the best boards we've tested that make use of this fancy new tech. You can customize the actuation point to either make keys more sensitive so you don't have to press them all the way down for keystrokes to register, or less sensitive, to avoid those fat finger moments that can ruin competitive games. Keychron even has rapid trigger settings that allow you to press a key multiple times without the key having to return fully to its resting position. Even outside the benefits of the Hall effect switches, this is another great mechanical keyboard in line with the kind that Keychron is known for, so it's worth a look even if you don't want to pay that much attention to every aspect of your keys. At number 4. NZXT Function 2. The original NZXT Function was a great way for anyone interested in mechanical keyboards to jump in without getting overwhelmed. The follow-up Function 2, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, improves on it in almost every way. It upgrades the keys to optical switches and comes with a spare set of switches that have a little more, or a little less, resistance so you can customize specific keys based on your needs. I found this particularly useful for games like Overwatch 2, where I'd like to cut down on those fat finger ultimates that are so embarrassing. The Function 2 retains many of my favorite features from the first model. It has the same left side volume roller, super soft keycaps, and convenient buttons along the side of the keyboard. If you're interested in mechanical keyboards, but intimidated by phrases like actuation force, this is a great board to get started. And when you're ready to take the plunge into the deep end of the pool, our best mechanical keyboards guide will be waiting for you. At number 5. Blackwidow V4 Pro. The Blackwidow V4 Pro is one of Razer's top-of-the-line gaming keyboards, and it's practically bursting at the seams with customizable functions. It has 5 programmable keys on the left side of the board, with 3 extra programmable buttons along the side of the frame. A control dial on the top left can be used to swap applications, adjust the keyboard's brightness, or scrub back and forth through videos. And the board itself also acts as a USB hub, with an extra USB-C and USB-A port that you can plug other peripherals into. Most keyboards only offer a few programmable buttons, but this one manages to pack so many extra controls that even I, someone who's been using gaming peripherals to automate my work for years, was impressed at how many options there were.